Satan does not want this word getting out, but the devil is a lie. Try to delete the whole word, but not today, Satan. I had to get my crown. I had to get my 1984 blessed sweatshirt on to deliver this word from the Lord. Now, it's important that you understand that there is two Jewish calendars, an ecclesiastical calendar and a civil calendar. Both calendars have the same months and number of days per month, but the ecclesiastical calendar begins with the month of Abib, and the civil calendar begins with the month of Tishri. The word that the Lord gave me for today is from the ecclesiastical calendar. We are about to walk into the 10th month of the year, known as Tevet, and it is the zodiac Jedi, otherwise known as Capricorn. God told me that the month of Tevet is the month of receiving the crown. Tevet is the 4th month of the civil year and the 10th month of the ecclesiastical year on the Hebrew calendar. It is a month of 29 days, and it occurs in December through January on the Gregorian calendar. And in the Babylonian calendar, it is named Ara Tebetum, the muddy month. Now, what God brought to my attention about this month was that on the 1st of Tevet, Esther was crowned Queen of Persia. In this month, God is positioning his Queen Esthers in the earth into their royal place, into their royal position. He's crowning them for a purpose, to strategically place us in positions of power and influence that will benefit and save God's people. Be prepared to receive your crowning and for what's to come next. After Tevet comes the 11th month, known as Shavat, or also in the zodiac house called Dili, which is known as Aquarius, which is my constellation sign that I was born under. And it consists of the months of January and February. And God said this month would be the month the Lord strikes and enacts the restoration of the house of Israel and all kingdom citizens. Shavat is the 5th month of the civil year starting in Tishri, and the 11th month of the ecclesiastical year on the Hebrew calendar starting in Nisan. It is 30 days long. Shavat usually occurs in January through February on the Gregorian calendar. The name of the month was taken from the Akkadian language during the Babylonian captivity. The assumed Akkadian origin of the month is Sabatu, meaning strike. That refers to the heavy rains of the season. Now, when I heard that this month was given the name that means strike, it blew me away, because this is exactly confirming the specific word and specific date God gave me earlier this year when he told me word for word that he was going to strike a blow to Big Brother, meaning the Cabal, BlackRock, Vanguard, and that January would not, he literally said that January would not become like 1984, meaning a global police state. And he is referencing the movie 1984, if you are aware or have seen that movie. Now, in biblical sources, this month is first mentioned by its name in the book of the prophet Zechariah. Zechariah prophesies in chapter 1, it says this: on the 24th day of the 11th month, the month of Shabbat, in the 2nd year of Darius, the word of the Lord came to the prophet Zechariah, son of Berechiah, the son of Iddo. During the night I had a vision, and there before me was a man mounted on a red horse. He was standing among the myrtle trees in a ravine. Behind him were red, brown, and white horses. I asked, "What are these, my lord?" The angel who was talking with me answered, "I will show you what they are." Then the man standing among the myrtle trees explained, "They are the ones the Lord has sent to go throughout the earth." And they reported to the angel of the Lord who was standing among the myrtle trees, "We have gone throughout the earth and found the whole world at rest and in peace." Then the angel of the Lord said, "Lord Almighty, how long will you withhold mercy from Jerusalem and from the towns of Judah, which you have been angry with these 70 years? So the Lord spoke kind and comforting words to the angel who talked with me. Then the angel who was speaking to me said, "Proclaim this word. This is what the Lord Almighty says. I am very jealous of Jerusalem and Zion, and I am very angry with the nations that feel secure. I was only a little angry, but they went too far with the punishment. Therefore, this is what the Lord says. I will return to Jerusalem with mercy, and there my house will be rebuilt. And the measuring line will be stretched out over Jerusalem, declares the Lord Almighty. Proclaim further, this is what the Lord Almighty says. My towns will again overflow with prosperity, and the Lord will again comfort Zion and choose Jerusalem." Then I looked up, and there before me were 4 horns. I asked the angel who was speaking to me, "What are these?" He answered me, "These are the horns that scattered Judah, Israel, and Jerusalem." Then the Lord showed me 4 craftsmen. I asked, "What are these coming to do?" He answered, "These are the horns that scattered Judah so that no one could raise their head, but the craftsmen have come to terrify them and throw down these horns of the nations who lifted up their horns against the land of Judah to scatter its people." God is prophesying that this is about to take place. He's confirming everything. There's no way that all this stuff can so perfectly and seamlessly align and be together unless it comes from the Lord. So he's confirming that he's about to deal with the nations who have lifted up against his people and scattered his people. He's about to restore the house of Israel, and with it, the people of the Gentiles, his people. And what I found interesting was that on the first of Shavuot, Moses repeats the Torah in Deuteronomy 1:3. And what God said through Moses then, he is saying to us now. This is the time. In the 40th year, this is what Deuteronomy 1:3 says. In the 40th year, on the first day of the 11th month, Moses proclaimed to the Israelites all that the Lord had commanded him concerning them. And in this, you can go to Deuteronomy 1:3 for everything, but he instructs them to possess the land. In verse 8, it says, "See, I have given you this land. Go in and take possession of the land the Lord swore he would give to your fathers, to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and to their descendants after them." God saying, prepare to lay hold of your promised land. He also prophesies the 111 blessing over them, which is the 1,000 times increase. Deuteronomy 1:11 says, "May the Lord, the God of your ancestors, increase you 1,000 times and bless you as he has promised." God is saying, prepare to receive increase of all kinds. Financially, spiritually, physical, lands, helpers, territories, knowledge, health, etc. He gave them instructions for the successful governing of God's people. Moses says, "Choose some wise, understanding, and respected men from each of your tribes, and I will set them over you." God is saying, prepare for positions of leadership and great responsibilities, and to be connected with other wise leaders. On the 28th of Shavuot, in circa 134 BC, Antiochus abandoned his siege of Jerusalem and his plans for the city's destruction. This day was observed as a holiday in Hasmonean times. God saying the enemy's plans to eliminate and destroy God's people will fail and will be a cause for celebration and victory over the plans of the wicked. So in the months of December and January, even into February, prepare for God to do some amazing miracle working things in the earth that will be in favor of the Esthers and Josephs and all the elect who have assignments in the earth in this hour.